Hey everyone, I'm Isaac and welcome back to Isaac Reviews 2024. So far, I've reviewed 2 horror movies this year and both of them were garbage. Granted, I'm not the biggest fan of horror movies to begin with, but I wanted to be able to see at least one this year that I could say was good. I guess Universal must have realized this because just last weekend they gave us Abigail. From the directorial duo behind the recent 2 Scream movies, I honestly didn't expect too much from this. I guess it looked kind of fun, but I had a feeling it wasn't gonna be anything special. But then the reviews came out and people were really liking it, so naturally I became curious. And after watching it over the weekend, I doubt it'll be among the best movies of this year, but so far it's definitely one of the most surprising. It centers around a group of would-be criminals who kidnap the 12-year-old daughter of some rich guy and hold her for ransom in a mansion under the instruction of Gus Fring. However, things take a turn for the worse very quickly when the group finds out that the girl they kidnapped is actually a vampire, so they have to find a way to stop her before she can kill them. Although I didn't expect a whole lot from it at first, I honestly had a great time with Abigail. Not only does it have some excellent tension with plenty of scares to go around, but it's also very well written and does a great job lampooning upon classic vampire movie tropes while standing well on its own. And one of the main highlights in that regard is the acting, although I guess I should mention that this is sadly the final on-screen performance from Angus Cloud, who tragically passed away last year from a drug overdose. It's very unfortunate that he died so soon before his career could really take off, but I'm glad he was able to star in one last movie and deliver an enjoyable performance in doing so. As for the rest of the cast, they all did a great job too. Although real quick, this might just be me, but Kevin Durand looks exactly like Elon Musk. Back on track now, Melissa Barrera shines in the lead role as Joey, with child actor Alicia Ware delivering a surprisingly good performance as Abigail, and Dan Stevens being extremely entertaining as the movie's villain, Frank. And as a horror movie, it still does a great job being one thanks to the smart writing and solid direction from Radio Silence. The tension is well paced, with the disturbing and uneasy tone complementing it very well. There's also some decent cinematography, excellent production design, and a great score by Brian Tyler. I guess all that's holding Abigail back from being any better would be some elements of the script. While it's overall very well written, I feel like some of the concepts it tries to explore, like Joey being a distant mother from her kid, are somewhat underbaked, and I do wish we got to spend more time with some of these characters to learn more about their motives and their backstories. Other than that, I'm really surprised I liked Abigail as much as I did. It perfectly balances the witty comedy and brutal vampire horror, in addition to having some well-designed sets and fun performances. If you like vampire movies or more campy horror movies, this is absolutely a must-watch. However, if you don't like horror movies or extremely bloody violence, you might want to sit this one out, or at least listen to the movie without looking at it since it's still really good. Again, I'm surprised I enjoyed this movie as much as I did. A lot of really bad horror movies have been pumped out over the last few years, but thankfully this one was an exception, and I'm giving this movie a 9 out of 10, so it's a pretty big exception. Unfortunately, my next review is of Rebel Moon Part 2: The Scargiver. I really didn't like the first Rebel Moon, so I already had a feeling this one was gonna suck as well. But man, it was way worse than I was expecting it to be. In the meantime, thanks for watching this episode of Isaac Reviews 2024. If you want to see more videos like this, then consider subscribing to the Isaac Harthy channel. See you all next time!